Hello everybody and what is up? I am Shravas, this is the Supersonic Coder and I'm going to be making another video today on the very known game Space Shooter. So when you look at it, it is this user interface which moves like this. Now if I have this, I press the space button and a bullet shoots and I get 6,000 points. And this is what it is. There are 4 different obstacles including this. Now I will go run through the entire code explaining it to you. So again, today no creating games, only explanation. So the score variable we have created as 0. Now why are we creating a variable space? Number 1, unlike in the Scratch editor most of you would know, background we cannot keep it as a picture. So you create a sprite image, which is a sprite, which is just it's nothing. Okay, 0 0 means it is here. It's right on 0 and 0 on the top left corner completely, and 400 is its dimensions, means literally the entire screen. And then you set the animation as space, and since it's just a background, it will be maximum only this much. So then you scale it up. Scale means 250. If it's 2.5, means 250% of the original. 0.5, like 50% of the original. Then also we have, now if you look at it, do you realize that the space never seems to end? But you get that idea that it is sort of starting. It's sort of starting again. There is this something called infinite scrolling ground. Then you have space dot y, that's the y of the space, equals space dot height, which is there, divide by 2. This is one part of it. When I go here, I give the velocity y as my 2, so it slowly moves down to at 2 this thing. And if the space dot y is more than 500, meaning if the center of the space diagram is more than 500, again the space dot y equals space dot height by 2, meaning now we look very carefully. This started, it moved down. Moment that center reached to 250, 500 down there, the space dot y went back to the space dot height which was there, divide by 2. The y went back there. In short, it went back to 250. Now I'm making a function, and this function is called create bullet. One parameter is the player. So when you create the bullet, I'll first go to the function create bullet, and it goes only in the y. It's called create bullet x because that's what we are calling it. That's one function, that's one feature of the function. We are creating the bullet at, again, just a namesake place. Then this is just for creating the sprite. Then you want the y at 360. But then why don't you notice that even if this is not 360, this is 355, I am shooting it, it comes at anywhere. Again, the key realization here is the y does not change. Look at it carefully. The y does not change. Right behind this is this thing hidden, is the bullet hidden. Moment I shoot, it comes. So in short, this is what I was talking about. The y remains the same of the bullet, and we created another group called bullet group add bullet. Now you're asking me, there's only one bullet. Why? Simple fact that it has to reappear every time. You can't make it hit and then come back to the original place. So what we do is we create a bullet group with only one. So it will assume that you're creating a one bullet and it is inside the group. So automatically once it does this, so if this is Galaxian group, Galaxian 1 group, Galaxian 2 group, and Galaxian 3 group, there are 3 groups like this. Now I'm saying if bullet touches the Galaxian group, then it will destroy each of those Galaxian group, and the bullet group will destroy itself. It means it will destroy itself, the bullet also will destroy itself, and the score will increase by 10,000. Now I was a little naughty here about the score, but still. Else if means either this, or inside this, or this, or this, or this, that sort of thing. It's like if, else if this, else if this, then this, else if this, then this, like that. It's an if else if ladder, you call it. Then there is this, then there is a sound. See this, there are sounds, you get to choose from the library. There are many sounds, so I'm not doing that. So I choose different sounds. Then if it is touching any of the groups, it will destroy itself. Bullet, it will destroy that the Galaxian 2 or whatever group is there. It will destroy the spaceship Ace. Because here the score will increase by 2000, here it will increase by 8000, here it will increase by 6000. Now I am creating a group called, now if the Galaxian group is touching the bottom edge, then the score will minus us 20,000. Now this Galaxian group is that fast moving one. I don't know where I'll be able to show you, but a supremely fast moving one comes. This is the slow one, I'll still kill it. There is a supremely fast one. When he comes, points go minus. Where is he? Come on, I want my points minus. Hey, where are you? Anyway, I think you understand my point. There, score went back to 8000. So I'm saying after that your score becomes minus 20,000. Then you create another variable called select enemy, and it might be 1, 0 or 3. Now 0, 1, 2 or 3. Now why am I doing that? Because there are 4 groups of enemies which you are creating. So very simple. If the world.frame count is like modulus, means when you divide it by 100, its radius is, its remainder is 0. Then select enemy, if it is 0, it will create the Galaxian. That is that one function that we created, the create Galaxian. If it is 1, then create Galaxian 1, Galaxian 1. If it is 2, then create Galaxian 2. Else you create Galaxian 3. Now I will look at these functions. How do you call a function? Exactly like this. Put a name, 2 round brackets, and this. Done. Now this Galaxian I'm creating random number 0 and 400. Now what is the random number here? This random number, this is x and this is x. X can be anything, means it can move anywhere, but I'm keeping the y as such. Simple reason, because this moves down along with velocity y. If you keep it at one place, it's predictable. So it will, wherever the x is, from there only it will move down. So if it is here, you move it down. No point in putting the y. It is supposed to spawn from up here. Anywhere up here, it is going to spawn. Then obviously whenever you create something, you add it to the group. The lifetime is something very interesting. Haven't you noticed that if I let one go, if I let this one go, okay, move. Oh, okay, move. You see it disappearing right at the edge. Very carefully look. Disappear. One more time I'll let you go and disappear. Why do you think I'm making them disappear? There is a very big factor in coding called memory leaks. Now memory leaks are something that like even after it goes out of the screen, even after sprite grows out of the screen, it still eats up memory, and then it creates a lot of confusion. Like if you play a game for 5-6 hours on your phone, by then means you have like a brand new phone, and it has like 128 GB space. I'm just saying. Now if you play this game for 5 to 6 hours, nobody would, but still if you do play, after coming out you will realize that this APK that you downloaded was first only 220 MB. Now you have only 40 GB remaining on your phone, because every single spaceship that went down did not die. Even here I am shooting it, but doesn't mean it has died. As a matter of fact, it will still move down. I am just making it disappear. It is continuously moving down only. That is the beauty of all these games. So what is the lifetime? Lifetime is distance upon speed. The speed is 10, distance is 400. So lifetime is 40. There is a weird unit for it. I have not been explained that or told that. Now y is 3 and lifetime is 134. Now why I didn't take 133 was I don't want to risk it getting over too early. So better take a greater estimate. Then again add exact same thing. And here's your create bullet. So now if you look at it, I have covered the score. I have covered why the space has been put like this, the animation, so the scale, the infinite scrolling ground as you call this. Then you create the player. Then you create a group called Galaxian group, Galaxian 1 group, Galaxian 2 group, Galaxian 3 group and bullet group. Then text size 14, set font Georgia, stroke red, fill white. This is for our score. Obviously, there is no other text on the screen. So background has been commented because we don't want a background color. Then this space.set animation space has been covered right here because you cannot set it there, you have to put it up here. Anything related to sprite, as I said in the first video, will be about the function draw. Then I've created the player collide with bottom edge, means it will not fall off the edge. That is what we want, it will not fall off the edge. Then space moves slowly as usual. Then the infinite scrolling down second part. Then the create bullet and player X, the function that I explained. Then the bullet group touching this, else if this, else if this, else if this. Galaxian 1, 2, 3 group. Then if Galaxian group is touching bottom edge, the score becomes minus 20,000. Then the select enemy as 0, 1, 2, 3. So either this, it will create Galaxian, else it will create Galaxian 1, else it will create Galaxian 2, else it will create Galaxian 3. Again, draw sprites, very important. Below that you put a text, player score plus the score, and you put it up here, 10 and 20 sort of. Now this is called string concatenation. Yep, you must have learnt it in Excel, all the Herites out there. In Excel there was string concatenation, and in that we added the values of two cells using the double AND. Here we use the logical plus operator, and then the 4 functions and the 5th function of the bullet. So I think we have summed up for this amazing game here, which again I have created. Thank you. Okay, so yes, everything has been created with dynamic sound quality, and I think I'm going to sign out for today. This is Shravas, this is the Supersonic Coder. Stay safe everybody, keep your hands washed, do not travel out, make the best of this lockdown. Thank you everybody, and bye.